Media.
Hey there, Ronnie here. Real quick before we get into the main episode, I wanted to let you know that had encountered some technical difficulties recording today and actually the next couple of episodes that I didn't catch until after the fact. I'm trying out these new wireless mics because I wanted to untether myself from the camera, but for some reason today they were buzzing. There's this buzzing that's happening. It sounds like a bee or a fly flying around my head through the entire recording. So I've done my best to kind of edit that out after the fact using the EQ and all that stuff. And I think I did a pretty good job. However, it's still there. I mean, it's unavoidable, right? Like I can't ignore it. So I wanted to give you a heads up to let you know that that's happening. And of course, I'm doing my best. I will do my best in the future to avoid that. But I didn't want to re-record these episodes because I was really, really pleased with the content. And really, you guys understand if you've been following the show, that to me is the most important thing. Production value definitely has suffered with these new mics, so we'll see whether or not I keep it. I'll keep playing around with it, but for now, just understand that that's what's happening in this episode. I'm aware of it, and of course I very much appreciate your patience. So moving on, let's get on with the episode.
Welcome to the Redefine Podcast.
All right, welcome back to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're actually going to revisit yesterday's episode and the episode from the day before. Episodes 213 and 214. So if you haven't listened to those yet, I encourage you to go ahead and listen to those. If you watch the video version, go back and watch them. They're not that long, but it will definitely give you more context for today's conversation. Now, I wanted to revisit those topics because in re-listening to them, I realized that it could sound like I was talking about the same thing, except in contradictory terms. And I'm really not, right? I'm really not. And so I wanted to connect the pieces of those two episodes. The thing that sounds, it sounds like I'm talking about your why and your purpose in both those episodes. In 213, I was talking about keeping your dreams and your visions, and a lot of times that's your why, right? We want to create better life for ourselves. We want to create, this XYZ situation. And we want to keep that dream and vision in front of us at all times so that we stay motivated, we stay engaged, we stay activated through the hustle and the grind, which can get very, honestly, it can get very repetitive. It can get very tiring, right? And it's easy to lose motivation if we're not connected to the reason why we're doing those things in the first place. And so that's what keeping your vision and your dream does, right? Looking at them every morning, writing them down every morning, it keeps you connected to why you wake up every morning and hustle and grind in the first place. In 214, I talked about not getting lost in the hustle and grind and remembering that to stay connected with the things that you currently love the most, right? The things in your life that you have right now that you're hustling, grinding for in the first place, right? Right? Because we have a lot of those things. For me, it's spending more time with the people that I love the most, doing things that we love, right? It's all about having life experiences. And so, in the hustle and the grind, I have to remember that I can take time away from the hustle and grind right now to enjoy those things because I already have them. It's really a conversation about being grateful for the many things that we can be grateful for in our present moment, in our lives right now. Now, here's where they connect. Again, it sounds like they could be contradictory because, your vision and your goals and your dreams are all cast in the future. And gratitude for the moment and things that we love in life right now are two separate things, but they're not. Both of them work to keep you engaged and excited and motivated and really just to get you out of bed and to be excited about doing the things that you have to do. The future, the dreams and the visions that you cast, when you really think about them, they are actually very, very connected to the things that you love right now, right? And here's how I like to look at it. The things that I love right now, again, spending more time with the people that I care about the most, doing the things that we absolutely love, I get so excited about that, right? I get so excited about that right now, tongue twister, that I want to create more of it. And so I realize that my future vision and my goals, the dreams that I set for myself are to have more of the things that I love right now. Right? And so getting connected to both of these things and really working to cultivate these things. I mean, it doesn't have to be like, oh, you know the grand vision and you know exactly everything that you love in life. You don't have to have a pin on it right now. It develops and it cultivates over time. But just start there, right? Start with, thinking about all the things that you could be grateful for right now, because also that elevates your frequency. You vibrate at a higher frequency when you are vibrating with gratitude. That makes you more capable. Well, it makes you more effective in manifesting and attracting your future that you're trying to create, right? So be grateful for those things and realize that you have so much in the present moment that to be thankful for and that you already love, and then build to create more of that. Like, how exciting does that sound, right? The things that you already love right now, and the things that you're grateful for and that you want to do more of, that's what engages us to work for, to create more of that in the future, right? So that's where those two things connect. Yes, the here and now, we have to remember that we can't lose perspective, and that we work so hard that we forget that those things already are in our lives. We have so much to be grateful for, and that's what we're hustling and grinding for. But also we're hustling and grinding for creating more of that in the future, right? Right. So it doesn't contradict. It's actually very, very well connected, and fundamentally it's the same thing, because the future vision and the goals that you cast for yourself will eventually be your present moment, right? Right. And now that they're connected, you can work with gratitude and energy and motivation, and you can be really activated throughout your life. And things just every day when you wake up is an exciting day, because you're working towards more of the amazingness that you're currently experiencing, right? Right. So hopefully that makes sense. It was kind of for me, a redefine of those things. I realized, man, I'm contradicting myself in these two episodes, but actually I'm not. I'm talking about the same thing, just really in different timelines, right? In different parts of the journey. Anyways, hope that makes sense. I appreciate you listening, and maybe it gave you a perspective shift, and hopefully it did. I mean, that's my point, right? To help you kind of redefine the way you look at things, so that it creates a better experience. Again, this particular topic is to keep you engaged and motivated and activated, activated for a life you have right now, to create even more of that, right? To create even more of that. So that's the message for today. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, more from me tomorrow. So until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.